All right, let's talk about something that is, let's face it, universally frustrating: the modern job hunt. It just feels broken. But today, we're going to dive into a tool that's designed to tame that jungle. Let's get right into it. And wow, doesn't that just hit the nail on the head? I mean, this quote gets right to the heart of the pain. It's not about the stress of the interviews, it's that soul crushing, repetitive digital paperwork that just grinds you down. We've all been trapped in this maddening loop. You upload your perfectly formatted resume, feeling pretty good about it, only to have the very next screen force you to manually type out the exact same information. It's enough to make you scream. It turns a hopeful career move into a full-time data entry job. So let's put a name to this feeling: form fatigue. It's that specific kind of burnout you get from filling out what feels like a million slightly different forms for every single application. But, what's the real technical reason behind all this chaos? Well, the main culprit is something called ATS fragmentation. See, there's no single standard system for job applications. Every company picks its own, and they all have their own weird layouts and quirks. This is precisely why those simple one-size-fits-all autofill tools just don't work. And I mean, just look at this list. This is just a small sample of the different platforms that a tool like JobMaster has to deal with. Each one is a different beast. Greenhouse has its own structure, Workday is famously complex, Lever has its own unique patterns. For any automation tool, it is a seriously messy and fragmented world out there. So how in the world do you solve a problem that's so fragmented? Well, you don't build a simple little tool. You have to build a smart, adaptable engine. And this is where the architecture gets really, really clever. Instead of one brittle tool that tries to do everything and breaks constantly, JobMaster uses an adapter-based design. Think of it like this: you don't have a one master key for every lock in the world, right? You have a specific key for each one. That's the idea here. There's a custom-built adapter for Workday, another one for Greenhouse, and so on. This approach is what makes the autofill so incredibly accurate, and maybe more importantly, resilient when companies decide to change their websites. Now let's talk about the Chrome extension, because this is the secret sauce. Have you ever tried to save a job from a web page while it's still loading and it just fails? Background Direct Fetch totally solves this. It cleverly grabs the job's direct URL and pulls a clean, perfect version behind the scenes. And the result? You get a perfect capture every single time. No more missing data. Okay, so autofilling your name and work history is one thing, but applications are getting way more complex. What happens when you hit that dreaded text box that asks you to, explain your entire life's purpose? This is where the AI really flexes its muscles. It's not just pasting some generic pre-written answer. It actually reads your profile, analyzes the job description, and even looks into the company's background to generate a thoughtful, tailored response to prompts like, "Why do you want this role?" It even gives you a confidence score so you can see how good the answer is before you even think about submitting. That's what I call true intelligent assistance. But look, convenience and power are only part of the story. The real evolution of this tool, and what we're really focusing on, is how it addresses a much deeper concern in our digital lives: privacy. I mean, really think about it for a second. Your resume, your entire career history, your salary expectations. This is some of the most sensitive personal data you have. Who actually gets to see it when you use a cloud-based tool to manage it all? JobMaster's answer is something called a zero-knowledge architecture. Now, this is the crucial point. It means your data is encrypted on your own computer before it ever leaves your machine to go to JobMaster servers. So what does that mean? It means even the company itself cannot see your private information. They literally have zero knowledge of it. So it really comes down to this choice. In standard mode, yeah, the support team can see your data to help you if something goes wrong. But in privacy mode, your data is completely unreadable to anyone except you. This protects you even if their servers somehow get breached. It's the ultimate trade-off. You get absolute control in exchange for absolute personal responsibility. And that responsibility really boils down to one thing: the recovery code. When you turn on privacy mode, you get a unique code that acts as your one and only digital master key. And they're serious about this. If you lose it, your encrypted data is gone forever. No one, not even the team at JobMaster, can get it back for you. This is what true data ownership actually looks like. JobMaster is way more than just a secure autofill tool. It's really designed to be a complete ecosystem for your career, kind of like a command center for your entire job search. Let's take a quick look.
So instead of that messy spreadsheet we all use, you get this clean visual Kanban board. You can just drag and drop your applications, tracking everything from the moment you apply all the way to getting an offer. It's all about bringing clarity and organization to what's usually a super chaotic process.
And it doesn't just stop once the application is in. The platform has a built-in AI assistant. It can help you get ready for interviews by generating practice questions specific to the role and even giving you model answers to study. It's like having a personal career coach on call 24/7. And really, that's just scratching the surface. With the application tracking, AI analysis, resume management, and that analytics dashboard, it truly becomes an all-in-one command center for your entire career. So after all that, what does this actually mean for the modern job hunt? Let's boil it all down to the key takeaways. The JobMaster advantage really comes down to three things. It's smarter, using AI to just crush that form fatigue and save you hours and hours of time. It's safer, with that zero-knowledge privacy mode that puts you in complete control of your data. And it's more organized, giving you one central dashboard to manage everything, from that first application all the way to the final offer. And this all leaves us with one final and I think really crucial question. If a tool like this can handle all the mind-numbing admin work, it frees up your most valuable assets, your time and your mental energy. So how are you going to use that reclaimed energy to focus on what really matters? Networking, researching companies, and ultimately walking in and acing that interview.